Okay, now I understand why my voice therapist said to stay away from coffee. Because this is taking me several takes now to try to get this right, and I'm just gonna go with it now. So a lot of people will talk about how hormones change you, but then they won't necessarily talk a lot about how much different the interactions are when you're perceived as female than when you are as male. And so just as kind of an example, as my OkCupid profile transitioned from male to sort of androgynous to then female to sort of where I am now, the attention increased insanely. And so just like I get way more compliments now, and they're a lot more focused on my appearance, both online and offline. I actually got just a ton of attention through OkCupid too, but not always good attention. It's amazing to me how many guys just want to fuck. And then it's also kind of really surprising and a little disturbing how negative some guys can get when you don't reply to their message, and I guess they feel entitled to one. And they got, like, I've had a couple of guys get pretty aggressive in the second message, and then downright nasty in the third message about why I'm not replying to them, whatever. And I've seen that echoed in real life too, so I've had people tell me that I should smile, and it's like, no, bitch, I'm having a bad day. Like, I don't want to smile, I'm not happy, and I'm not going to smile for you, like, no. And so the point is that as you transition, your problems are going to change. There's pre-transition problems, like should you do this, when, how do you tell people, to those sort of mid-transition problems, to now these post-transition problems, where it's kind of, they're basically female problems. And so the big difference, though, is that most girls have had their entire 28 years to kind of adjust and figure out what works for them. Whereas as a trans girl at 28, I'm just figuring that out now. And so whether that is dealing with actual, honestly, like self-esteem issues around being able to accept a compliment and, think that I'm pretty, think that what they're saying is true, rather than they're just, being nice or whatever. Like, that's one thing. Then actually dealing with objectification, sexualization, all that additional attention, both positive and that unwanted attention, it's a learning challenge. And so just be prepared that as you transition, your problems are going to change, and eventually they'll become sort of problems dealing with other people that aren't necessarily as easy for you to deal with, for you to control, or whatever. So I just thought it might be helpful, both for me and maybe for some of my viewers out there to actually hear this, so that, I don't know how you can better prepare, but